Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video and welcome back to my WWE 2K GM mode in All Elite Wrestling. This is episode number 14 and yes, we are back for another episode. The consistency is key here on the channel lately, so I hope you're enjoying all the uploads. I don't really know how much longer it's going to go on for, but I'm trying. I mean, it's been what, like 2 weeks every day now, so hopefully you're enjoying the daily content. I don't know how much longer it's going to go on for, like I said, but we move. And speaking of we move, this is the go home show of AEW Dynamite, the final like weekly episode of AEW Dynamite of the season, of the series of season 1, because of course in the finale it will be the all-out pay-per-view where everything comes to an end for season 1, and what a season it has been. But we'll do more reminiscing in the finale, because right now this episode is appropriately entitled The Calm Before the Storm, and you'll see what I mean. Because no, I'm not talking about the storm like the perfect storm like Brock Lesnar SummerSlam 2012. No. Brock Lesnar is not going to be anywhere near AEW, at least not for the time being. But when it comes to the main event of tonight's episode, of course, if you watched 2 episodes ago when I announced that in 2 weeks, because of the whole main event world championship picture, we would have Darby Allin versus Moxley, and if Allin can beat Moxley, then it will be added to the world title match in the main event of All Out this Saturday. And so you've got that to look forward to later on tonight, as well as a bunch of other great action as we, we settle some final things before heading into the pay-per-view. But anyway, you know the drill at the start of every episode. We've got to look at the current budget and see how much we can add on after the last episode's ratings. So let's go ahead and do that. So at the end of last episode, we ended up having $90,000 in the budget, but of course last episode ended up breaking over that 750 view threshold, which means that's plus $20,000, and also broke over the 100 likes threshold, which means that's also plus $20,000, leaving our new budget at $59,000. And I say the last episode of the AEW GM mode broke over 750 views, but just barely. It just about got over 750 views, which is quite worrying, because in the last episode I talked about how the ratings are declining, and they're still declining. I can't help but be a little bit sad, because, you know, I worked so hard in this series, and it's just, yeah, I'm gonna lose my job. I'm done. I'm in the can. It is all over for me. Tony Khan is not gonna be happy with me after all the money I've spent, and I'm still... oh god, I'm gonna lose my job. Where am I gonna go? You know what, it's fine. If I get fired from AEW, I'll go someplace else. I said this last time. As a great man once said, I'll go be best in the world someplace else, okay? It really doesn't affect me, but nevertheless, it did just about break over 750 views, which means that's plus $20,000. Current budget, $59,000. And I mean, for those of you that have been paying close attention, then you will know that as far as the roster goes, we've completed it fully for AEW, so now we're pretty much just on to free agents that we can buy towards the end of the series here. And I am gonna buy a free agent. I'm not gonna tell you who it is, but if you've been paying attention, you'll know we've been working on something here in AEW. A little bit of negotiations between me, Tony Khan, and someone else. So $30,000 minus from the budget, and you'll see that free agent at some point soon. Soon. You know, real quick between just you and me right now, this signing, I've got to keep my voice down here, inside voice. This signing is gonna change the freaking game in All Elite Wrestling. It is gonna change the game. But yeah, with all of that being said, our remaining budget is $29,000 heading into the finale episode, and that's the roster completed. We're done now. There's really nobody else to buy other than the fact that All Ego Ethan Page, like a mod for him, has just become available, but not all of the mods like parts I need have become available yet. I still need a moveset. I still need like the POFO, which is like a modding tool thing. It's like a thing you use for 2K19 on PC to get like their player file. So one of them isn't available yet, but if that comes available before the finale, then, you know, I'll go ahead and buy him in the next episode in the finale. But right now, as far as the original roster that we have, and the slightly updated roster from midway through when Christian Cage and Paul White signed with AEW, we've completed that. It's all done. And so yeah, that's all great and everything. I'm glad I completed the roster before I lost my job in the finale, because that's gonna happen. So, you know, say your goodbyes now. But anyway, without any more further ado, I present to you another episode of my AEW Dynamite. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to AEW Dynamite on the penultimate edition, the go-home show to the all-out pay-per-view, and we're kicking things off with a woman who will defend her championship this Saturday at All Out, Hikaru Shida. A woman in Hikaru Shida, by the way, who truly believes that, as you can see, that the spotlight is now solely on her, and of course Team Taz as well. She made a deal with the devil, as people have referred to it as, a couple months ago when she signed with Team Taz after some negotiations, and now it's her, Brian Cage, and Team Taz against the world. But what a pickup it was for Team Taz. Taz masterminded this one, and what an incredible pickup it was to get the AEW Women's Champion on his side. Incredible stuff from Taz, you can't deny that. But with that being said, we are set to see one of the biggest clashes in women's wrestling history this Saturday at All Out when Hikaru Shida puts that title on the line against Awesome Kong. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, your eyes do not deceive you. It will be Brandi Rhodes in ring action against the champion Hikaru Shida, trying to soften up Shida before she gets to All Out in that no holds barred falls count anywhere match against her client in the Nightmare Collective, Awesome Kong. But now Hikaru Shida is ready, and so is Brandi Rhodes to get going here with the first bit of action on this edition of AEW Dynamite, just days away from the All Out pay-per-view as Brandi Rhodes ducks underneath that. Hikaru Shida ducks out of the way, and now Brandi Rhodes going to go for a right neck breaker by Shida. But yes, as I was mentioning a moment ago, Brandi basically said on Twitter last week that she could take Shida and basically goading Shida into accepting this challenge so she can try and weaken her down before the clash with Kong. As Brandi Rhodes, beautiful monkey flip right there. Brandi Rhodes basically saying, hey, let me get this one, Kong. I got this. And so far she's not doing a bad job on the AEW Women's Champion. What a bit of mind games it would be if she could pin the AEW Women's Champion days before she goes toe to toe with her beast in Nightmare Collective, Awesome Kong. Now hang on a second here. Oh my god, Brandi Rhodes just dropping her on the top rope right there. Brandi doing a great job at the moment of weakening down Shida as she said she would. And now Brandi here, oh wait a second, a counter by Hikaru Shida, roll through, clothesline, taking the damn head off of Brandi Rhodes, and now she's having to roll to the outside to get a breather, but Shida is not going to allow that to happen. Shida, oh wait a second, another counter by Brandi Rhodes. Brandi doing a great job so far, don't get it twisted, Brandi has a bit of skill as well. She's more of a mastermind these days, but hey, she can go in the ring as well. But that being said, this is Hikaru Shida, this is a different being than anyone she's ever faced before. There's a reason Hikaru Shida has been the champion here in AEW for the majority of her time on this brand, on this company. It's because she's damn good at what she does. And now Hikaru Shida has Brandi Rhodes up on the top rope right here, arm dragged to the center of the ring from the top rope, incredible. And now Hikaru Shida with the stunner. Hikaru Shida with the stunner to Brandi Rhodes right there, and Hikaru Shida goes into the cover on Brandi Rhodes after that stunner, and oh my god, look at this, Awesome Kong with the distraction, more mind games being played by the Nightmare Collective. That stunner caught Brandi Rhodes, she's barely moved since she took that stunner, and Hikaru Shida just going to continue to go to town. If anything, she should have let Brandi Rhodes get pinned, should have Awesome Kong right there, should have let her get pinned, and ended the misery right now for Brandi Rhodes because she is not feeling too hot in this match. Another big boot by Shida, and you know that Taz has got to be loving what he's seeing right now, because I mean, one of his clients is the AEW Women's Champion, defending it this Saturday at All Out against Kong, and then the other Brian Cage the Machine is in that TNT Championship ladder match as well. I mean, the next time we come to on Dynamite, Taz could definitely have two champions in Team Taz. And hang on a second, Hikaru Shida now with the crossface chicken wing locked in on Brandi Rhodes, and there's no way she escapes this. If Riho couldn't escape this, then there's no way Brandi Rhodes does. She has to tap out to the champion. It is over. Once again, pure Shida dominance. Shida is not a woman to be messed with the killer mentality that she now has under Team Taz. It is going to be a war this Saturday All Out when Shida puts that AEW Women's Championship on the line against Awesome Kong. And if Kong was paying attention, then she better be ready, because this Hikaru Shida, this version of Shida, is a different being than we've ever seen before. And remember, this time at All Out, we can't have a finish like we did at Fight for the Fallen. There's not going to be no countouts, no disqualification, no holds barred, falls count anywhere between Shida and Kong. I cannot wait for this one. Just a little reminder, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a break from the action here on Dynamite, the finals of the AEW Combine are this Saturday, but someone who has a vested interest in those finals is the man who announced the tournament, Cody Rhodes, who is in action next on AEW Dynamite for the first time in months. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, making his in-ring return for the first time in months since he had that ankle injury, the ankle sprain. Welcome back to AEW Dynamite from Marietta, Georgia, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Great to see Cody back in action here on AEW Dynamite. Of course, the only thing we've seen him in recently here on Dynamite is when he announced the AEW Combine, which comes to like a heated conclusion. No doubt about it, it's going to be a hell of a finals this Saturday at the All Out pay-per-view. Jay White against Zack Sabre Jr. Cody is the one who had the idea for this tournament. He's the one who announced it, and I'm sure he has been very happy to see how great it has been going in that tournament. And he will be at ringside this Saturday to congratulate whoever ends up winning the AEW Combine and hand them the contract at All Out. And you know, I briefly mentioned a moment ago when it comes to Cody Rhodes, the injury that was keeping him out here on Dynamite. I mean, we haven't seen him in action once since we had the roster reset. He's only really been shown up to make announcements. As far as in-ring action goes, he was put out because of that sprained ankle, but he is now back. Everything is okay with Cody, and he is back in ring action here on AEW Dynamite, and he's taking on none other than his brother, the natural Dustin Rhodes, in a double or nothing rematch from a couple of years ago. And if you saw that match, you know this one is going to be very special once again. And you know, we speak about how this is the return of Cody to in-ring action on Dynamite, but it's not the return for Dustin Rhodes, because of course he was in that battle royale, the number 1 contender battle royale, to face Kenny Omega at the All Out pay-per-view a number of weeks ago. Of course he came up short in that matchup, but take nothing away from Dustin Rhodes. It has been a hell of a career for him, and it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon. The kid just keeps getting better, and it's like he gets younger year by year. And well, you know why that is. It's because he's the freaking natural, and he's part of a legacy here in the professional wrestling world, part of wrestling royalty in the Rhodes family, son of a plumber. But now it's time for Cody against Dustin, as I'm sure Dusty is watching down on this one once again. Here we go. Look at this now, Dustin pointing at his brother, a little bit of friendly mind games between the two brothers right here, Cody and Dustin, as Dustin picks him up. The natural going for something but a counter by Cody, as there's a dragon screw leg sweep. And now Dustin Rhodes here, he's got Cody under that bottom rope, and he slams him straight up onto the bottom rope. That'll give you a whiplash right there. Dustin has been rolling thus far. You know, Dustin wants to get back in the winning column here on Dynamite. He's yet to win a match since the roster reset. There's a nice reversal there by Cody, gets out of the way, the hip attack, but Dustin is still rolling in this one. There's a backbreaker. And you've got to imagine, I mean, Dustin was just in a match a couple of weeks ago on Dynamite here in AEW, but as far as Cody goes, he hasn't been in a match here on AEW in months, so you know there's got to be a little bit of ring rust. And there's a tornado DDT. Dustin is rolling right now. The natural Dustin Rhodes, who may just get the opposite of the last time, the opposite result of the last time these two men met, but never mind, I may have spoke too soon. Nice reversal there by Cody. And now Cody here, back and forth he goes with Dustin, a double or nothing rematch from 2019, and that was an absolute banger, no doubt about it. But Cody, again, another counter by Dustin, and now Dustin has him up at the top rope here. What are we about to see? An absolute spectacle between these two brothers right here. My God, it is a high-risk, precarious position right now, a precarious situation. Dustin Rhodes with a superplex to Cody, and now Dustin, big knee to the face of Cody Rhodes right there. And Cody right now may just be feeling the effects of coming off an ankle injury. Maybe he came back too soon, maybe he isn't fully ready to be back in the ring yet. But Cody, a counter right there, a counter by Cody. Cody is feeling it here on Dynamite. Irish whip off the ropes to his brother. There's a knee to the gut, and he's gonna go for another one here. There we go, there's the second, and Cody gonna finish things off with a Russian leg. Maybe I spoke too soon, maybe Cody didn't come back too soon, maybe he's ready, and there's a nice cutter there, swift as you like, from Cody Rhodes. First match back in action here on Dynamite. And hang on a second, a straight jacket DDT, was going for it. We've seen that before on the channel, but a counter by Dustin Rhodes. And now Cody here, what the hell is he thinking? Hang on a second, beautiful disaster kick there, caught Dustin flush on the side of the jaw. O'Brien goes down for the count, Cody into the cover, and no, it's a kick out, and Cody can't believe it. He thought he had his brother beat right there. And what a match this has been. And look at Cody, he's feeling it right here. He loves this, he loves every damn bit of it. So does Dustin, just as much. And Dustin now has Cody on the apron right here and just throwing his brother into the ring. And now Dustin into the cover, the reversal of what we saw moments ago. And now Dustin cannot beat Cody either, and Dustin maybe even more shocked that his brother kicked out of that one. And now Dustin picking up an almost lifeless Cody Rhodes as he delivers the curtain call to Cody. And now Dustin has all the intentions in the world of putting away his brother and stopping his momentum dead in his tracks right here. He's going for the final cut to Cody, but no, it's countered by the American Nightmare. And now Cody, hang on a second here, what the hell are you about to see? Crossroads out of nowhere, the beautiful Crossroads, unique way to get into it, but it's nevertheless just as effective. Crossroads to Dustin, a picture perfect Crossroads to Dustin as Cody goes to the cover right here. O'Brien counts the pin, and Cody is back on Dynamite with a win. What an unbelievable match it was between these two brothers, but in the end Cody gets the same result result he did back at Double or Nothing in 2019. Cody is back on Dynamite, and he begins this one of his career with a win as we head into the AEW Combine Finals this Saturday, where Cody will be at ringside to watch Jay White against Zack Sabre Jr. and then hand them the contract so they can join the AEW roster, whichever man may win. But I'm sure Cody is just as ready as you are for the finals. But nevertheless, welcome back to Dynamite for Cody. We're glad to see you back after the ankle injury, and we're excited to see what's next in the career of Cody Rhodes. And well, now, ladies and gentlemen, a very interesting developing situation, a bit of a last-minute change to the Dynamite card here. We're about to have the World Tag Team Championships, the AEW Tag Team Championships, being defended by the Young Bucks here, and more on this developing story in a second. But right now, here comes Joey Janela. And if you're keeping track at home, yes, this is the first championship match in AEW for Joey Janela. He was unsuccessful in qualifying for the TNT title ladder match this Saturday at All Out, but right now he's got a huge opportunity to potentially become the AEW Tag Team Champions. Or should I say one half of the AEW Tag Team Champions anyway, because it was on an episode of Being the Elite last week where the Young Bucks ran into, do I even want to say his name? Pretty Peter Avalon. God. Basically, long story short is there was a little bit of a backstage run-in with the Young Bucks, basically saying they're the best. New Bullet Club is going to dominate, you know, Kenny Omega, G.O.D, the Young Bucks. They're all officially part of this new Bullet Club faction now, and that's all great and everything. Then they run into Peter Avalon, who says he can beat them in a tag match, and he's just going to find a tag partner, and Joey Janela's not going to turn that opportunity down. So Joey Janela, great. I love the kid. He's great. The bad boy. But how Peter Avalon has found his way into a tag team title match here on Dynamite, I do not know. Whoever is in the charge of this show deserves to be fired immediately, because this is disgusting, actually. I can't believe we're here. If he wins the tag titles tonight, I'm ending this series, and I'm ending my YouTube channel. It's done. On here he comes. Oh my god, I hate him so much. Oh, you know what? I'm joking. It's all a big joke. It's a prank. Look, there's a camera right down to the right of the stage. I love this guy. He is amazing. Absolutely salt of the earth. One of the best in AEW. And to lace a pair of boots, period, actually. Not even just AEW. I could not, if I tried, name a better professional wrestler than Pretty Peter Avalon. I'm not even joking. Bret Hart, not a chance. Shawn Michaels, ha ha ha. Kenny Omega, no. Couldn't dare beat Peter Avalon. Have you ever seen Kenny Omega against Peter Avalon? You have, actually. He lost in like 0.5 seconds. But the point is, he had sand in his eye on that night, okay? Kenny Omega took advantage of that absolute scoundrel bastard, because Peter Avalon is one of my favorites. And there's no doubt in my mind that one day, if Kenny Omega gives him that rematch for the AEW World title, Peter Avalon will be AEW World Champion and Tag Champion at the same time, because there's no doubt in my mind that he is going to win this match tonight, despite the fact he doesn't really deserve it. But nevertheless, Joey Janela and Peter Avalon are teaming a bit of an oddball tag team, but they made their way into this match via Being the Elite, and now here come the champions, the Bucks, their youth, Matt Jackson to your right, Nick Jackson to your left, the Young Bucks. And by the way, correct my statistics if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first time the Young Bucks are defending the AEW World Tag Team Championships since they won them at Double or Nothing in the ladder match. I think it was Double or Nothing, or was it Fight for the Fallen? I don't know, my memory's kind of bad. I'm pretty sure it was Fight for the Fallen, actually. Actually, yeah, just looking back at my notes right here, yeah, it was the Fight for the Fallen pay-per-view when the Young Bucks won it in a triple threat AEW Tag Team Championship ladder match against Lucha Bros and SCU to win the vacant tag team titles, which of course were made vacant because the G.O.D took out the Jurassic Express, who are still on the injury list, by the way. That was a whole nother thing that happened. This has been a very long season one. I'm sorry, there's been a lot that's going on. But nevertheless, there's your challengers, by the way. An oddball team of Joey Janela and Peter Avalon. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but they kind of look like they're going to work as a team. They kind of look like they're going to get along. But my God, what a scene this is going to be. This is going to be one of the biggest upsets if the Young Bucks lose the titles to Joey Janela and Peter Avalon. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself if this happens, guy. I swear, I'm not even joking. This is a shoot, brother. I'm not even joking. How has this happened? Nevertheless, the champions, the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, one of the very best tag teams in the world, defending those titles. And I can't believe I'm about to say this either. Will this be the last time they hand them over for this championship reign? God, I hope not. All we did was hold up the AEW Tag Team Championships. Here we go. Referee rings the bell and we're off, and Nick Jackson wasting no time going straight after Joey Janela, but Joey Janela rolling out of the way of that one, and Nick Jackson out to prove a point that the Young Bucks are still one of the very best tag teams in the world. Counter there, nice counter. Both these men got very similar gear, by the way. I'm just noticing the color scheme kind of similar. Enziguri goes for it. Matt Jackson passing off the ropes here, and he hits him with an uppercut again and turning his attention to Peter Avalon. Oh my god, wait a second, what's he about to do here? Oh my god, DDT, yes, get that bozo out of here. I mean, I apologize. Sorry, that was quite biased from me. I'm a commentator. I need to keep an unbiased perspective here, but the Young Bucks are going to wipe the floor with both these boys. Anyway, Joey Janela now about to feel the tag team wrath of the Young Bucks. Oh, wait a minute, they're going, hang on a second, wait a minute. Nick Jackson rolls through, more bang for your buck. Oh my god, and Nick Jackson ain't done yet with the moonsault, completing more bang for your buck. And look at this, Nick Jackson just staring at Joey Janela, waiting for him to get the tag into Peter Avalon, because even he knows that he's a jabroni. Look at this. Oh my god, Peter Avalon, what a sucker. What an absolute jabroni bum. Come on, Matt Jackson, finish this bum off. Matt Jackson now picking him up. Oh, there's the super kick. Good night, sweet prince. Good freaking night, sweet prince. Into the cover goes Matt Jackson. Aubrey Edwards counts it, and it's all over. The Young Bucks retain the tag team championships. Oh, what a damn shame. Look at that, more bang for your buck right there to Joey Janela, and then Nick Jackson allowing him to get the tag in to Peter Avalon. Super kick. Young Bucks are still your AEW tag team champions. Congratulations, boys. That was a hard-fought matchup if I've ever seen. I mean, a real match of the year contender right there from the Young Bucks. I mean, Peter Avalon, absolutely incredible. You know, he delivered that Omega driver right in the middle of there, right there. There was like a 450 Phoenix Splash, and anyway, Young Bucks retain the titles. Congratulations, boys. Great stuff. We'll see you at All Out to root on Kenny Omega in the triple threat match, potentially. And I say potentially because, ladies and gentlemen, up next in our main event, Darby Allin has a chance to make it a triple threat match when he takes on Jon Moxley. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as the action continues here in Los Angeles, California, it is time for our main event on Dynamite. That man right there has a chance to change the entire landscape of the All Out pay-per-view. Darby Allin takes on Moxley next on Dynamite, and if he wins, he will be added to the world title main event this Saturday to face Kenny Omega, the champion, and Moxley. Triple threat. This could be insane for the career of Darby Allin. And if you're wondering, by the way, if you're just tuning in as to how we got to this point for Darby Allin, basically a couple of weeks ago we had that the battle royale to see who would be the #1 contender at All Out to face Kenny Omega for the title. Kenny Omega came down to ringside and eliminated Darby Allin himself, despite the fact that earlier in the night he said he isn't scared of, quote, bootleg Jeff Hardy, as he put it, but yet he clearly proved that he was kind of intimidated by Darby Allin after eliminating, after he was on a roll in that matchup. It looked like Darby Allin was going to go on to win with the momentum in his corner, but it was not to be because Kenny Omega threw him over the top rope himself. And with that being said, Jon Moxley went on to win that #1 contenders match, so Moxley officially has the match against Kenny Omega at All Out for the title. But of course, Darby Allin justifying his case that he was never truly eliminated from that match, and so now if he can beat the #1 contender, he will be added to the match. And oh, here we go. Business has just picked up. Here comes Jon Moxley. And once again, Moxley enters the AEW main event scene here on Dynamite. He's had higher stakes main events than this, of course. You think back to when he was the world champion, defending it against the likes of MJF in the main events. But right now, the stakes, I mean, this is the highest stakes we've seen in him for a while since he lost the title. Because, I mean, if he goes ahead and loses this matchup, it adds another person into the equation for him to, another challenge, another hurdle for him to potentially win back the AEW world title. So Moxley wants to do everything in his power to squish Darby Allin right here and keep it a one-on-one match for this Saturday at the All Out pay-per-view in the main event. With that being said, though, alternatively, he is Jon Moxley, and I don't think he really cares however many people he's got to beat down, however many people he's got to fight, because he will do it, because he's Jon freaking Moxley. But now Darby Allin is ready. Moxley is ready. Ref Aubrey rings the bell. Here we go. And now Moxley going for a cutter strap for the back, but Darby Allin going for a dropkick, counter by Moxley, counter by Allin. As we go back and forth in this one, nice right hand, but it's countered again by Moxley. A counter again by Allin. These two men are going to be evenly matched. You got the heart of the warrior. And hang on a second, Darby Allin, look at that, nice. It's not about the size of the fighter, but the size of the warrior within. And damn it, Darby Allin has heart. He has the size of the warrior. Hurricane Rana to Moxley. He is out to prove a point right now. He has been nothing but disrespected by everyone since he arrived in the roster reset after AEW's roster reset, and he gets sit back down by Moxley, back down to reality for you, Darby Allin. Yeah, as I was saying, ever since the roster reset, Darby Allin has been nothing but disrespected by everyone that has stood in his way. You talk about Team Taz and Brian Cage, that whole situation, heading into a fight for the Fallen. You look at how Moxley has disrespected him, how Omega has disrespected him. Darby Allin has a point to prove, and damn it, he's going to fight until the very end, until the bitter end, to prove that point here tonight in the main event. Also, you got Moxley looking to go into Moxley Omega 3, because of course he's already lost to Omega twice. The first one was basically a big screw job, as we saw the debut of G.O.D at Double or Nothing, and then of course that fight for the Fallen, it was a very close Iron Man match. Moxley needs, in his opinion, to get back that world title, and he will do anything to get it back at this point. And so that sets the scene for you for this Saturday at All Out. It's going to be incredible either way, whether we get Mox versus Omega 3 or Mox, Omega and Allin 1. It is going to be something to see. And now Mox has Darby Allin in the corner, but a counter by Allin, and now he has Moxley exactly where he wants him. Hanging the second one up to that second rope for a sunset flip power bomb. Moxley getting straight back up to his feet. Incredible stuff. Moxley is about as fueled as I've ever seen him. And look at this. Here we go, raining down the strikes to Allin. Here we go. No love lost between these two men. I mean, I'm sure at some point, in some way, you know, for as much as Moxley is going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at Darby Allin in this match, you know that Moxley's got to respect him somewhat. And hang on a second, we might be about to see the end of this one. Moxley's going for perhaps the paradigm shift. I almost forgot the name of the finisher. Moxley looking to commit a dirty deed in this one, as he was about to deliver that paradigm shift, but now Darby Allin managing to counter and getting himself sit down again. Moxley was looking for that paradigm shift, but it was not to be, and now Moxley going to go into the first cover of this matchup as Aubrey gets down for the count here. 1, 2, is this it? No, a kick out at 2.5 by Darby Allin. As I mentioned before, there's got to be at least a little bit of respect for Moxley, for Darby Allin, I should say. And now, oh, he went for the top rope there. He's going to earn his respect, his Darby Allin. If this continues, double knees to the gut of Moxley and the drop kick as well. But Moxley said, hey, I respect you somewhat, Darby Allin, but this just isn't your time, kid. This is my time right now. But Darby Allin out to prove that he was wrong, and he gets sit down again. And now look at this, Moxley slamming his head straight into the mat right there. There is no give on that part of the ring right there. It is about as ugly as it gets right now between these two men, out to fight Kenny Omega at the All Out pay-per-view, but Darby Allin isn't going to give in. Darby Allin is certainly not going to give in. Monkey flip. And now Darby Allin, what's he thinking? No jawbreaker there by Moxley, and now Moxley with a crossbody, and the strikes are raining down again on Darby Allin. Look at this, the crowd is behind John Moxley. Everybody wants to see Mox win back the AEW World Championship, but will it be the case? I mean, regardless, like I mentioned a moment ago, either way, Moxley has the AEW World title match this Saturday. It's just about whether or not it'll be 3 men in that match, or it'll be just him and Omega. But now Darby Allin has John Moxley up at a precarious position right here on the top rope. Hang on a second, what are you about to see? Moxley going for it right, oh my god, Jesus Christ, he just spiked Moxley from the second rope right there, and oh no, Moxley with a kick out at 1. You're gonna have to do more than that to beat John Moxley here in AEW. Oh, wait a second there, he was going for it again, but it was counted. Moxley almost suffered the same fate he suffered a moment ago, but no, Darby Allin, now what a forearm that was, caught him on the flush, caught him on the jaw, and there's the cutter. That forearm caught him flush, it caught him on the jaw, and now Darby Allin is right back in control where he needs to be. Uppercut, he got it that time. And now Darby Allin hanging a second, perhaps looking for that coffin drop from the top rope to Moxley. He's about to head out to All Out. No, the coffin drop was countered with the double knees by Moxley. And now Moxley perhaps looking for that huge paradigm shift, but no, a counter by Darby Allin again, a counter by Darby Allin. Enziguri, he missed the Enziguri, and now Moxley looking for the paradigm shift, another counter by Darby Allin. He missed the coffin drop, and now he missed the paradigm shift. Both these men missing their finishes, but look at Moxley, he is all kinds of fired up right now. He wants Omega more than anything. And now here comes John Moxley with the double forearms right there, and Moxley is rolling in this matchup right here. Another forearm into the Bulldog, and now here picking up an almost lifeless Darby Allin after that move right there. But now here what are we about to see? Oh no, he counters it. What a counter it was. I'm gonna say there's about to be a huge upset here on Dynamite. No, a kick out again. Holy mother of God, what a match this has been, back and forth between these two men. Almost got that cradle upset, which we've seen him get before here on Dynamite. He's got an upset, his fair share of upsets, but mainly the most named one is the one against Brian Cage a number of months ago, and he very nearly just did it to John Moxley right there. But now Moxley looking to put this one away as soon as he possibly can. He knows that Darby Allin was building momentum, but he doesn't get the cover right there. And now Moxley here wondering what he has to do to beat Darby Allin, and here we go, he's about to deliver something big with the power bomb, and he, oh, what a unique cover that is, by the way, into the cover, and no, oh my god, yeah. Heard the crowd reaction right there, because everyone thought it was over right there for Darby Allin, but you can never count out the kid, even against Moxley. It was very nearly over, but it was not got to be. It was conjoined twins, close, and Darby Allin again with the crucifix, or excuse me, with the schoolboy, I should say. Oh my god, it was so close. I apologize that I just got that wrong. It was a schoolboy, not a crucifix. I'm just excited. This match is as hype as it has ever been here in the main event on AEW Dynamite, and he got it. The coffin drop to Moxley. He got all of it. Oh my goodness me, it's about to change. The landscape is about to change here in Dynamite because Darby Allin has just pinned Jon Moxley. No. Oh my god. How is Moxley still alive? Well, I'll answer my own question. I know how Moxley's still alive. It's because this is who Moxley is. You're gonna have to kill him to beat him, and Darby Allin understands that. I mean, not to get too graphic, but Darby Allin's the type of guy that will kill himself in a match just to beat the other opponent. So this really is an interesting matchup. Look at this. Moxley is still trying to get back to his feet, but Darby Allin trying to figure out a way that he can put away Moxley right now. Perhaps he needs to go for another finishing maneuver. And now here we go. What's Moxley going for? No, a counter. Oh my god, busted wide open. Look at that. That's a crimson mask. And there goes Moxley. Sent to the outside of the ring. And now what the hell's Darby Allin thinking? Hang on a second. Coffin drop to the outside. No. He got the double knees up, did Moxley. And hang on a second. What is this? Oh my god. Dumping him into the crowd. Did Darby Allin... what is going on? Wow. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Wait. Over the barricade. No way. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell was that? And these men are brawling into the crowd here on Dynamite. My god. It has got intense. Now Moxley is back in the ring. He's looking to fly now. Darby Allin went for the coffin drop. Moxley got the double knees up, and now he's about to feel the wrath of Moxley from the top rope. No. A counter by Moxley. Or excuse me, a counter by Allin. Swinging neck breaker though. And the ref's count was reset when Moxley went back in the ring. But look at the crimson mask that Moxley is sporting right now. This has been a brutal matchup right now. These men brawling in the crowd, going for coffin drops off the top rope, paradigm shifts, everything has been here and then some. And these men have made their way back to the ring now, and Moxley again. And oh my goodness me, after that sitting down, almost a rock bottom type maneuver, he's looking for the paradigm shift once again on Darby Allin, but no, another counter, and now look where he is. Oh wait, it's going to counter by Moxley, a bulldog, and now Allin is busted open. And now at this juncture in the matchup, perhaps Moxley wondering what he has to do to put Darby Allin away. He's throwing everything at him except delivering that paradigm shift, and he hasn't been able to get it yet. And there's another counter by Darby Allin, Hurricane Rana again. Listen to the ovation for Darby Allin. The crowd believes. Do you believe at home? And I'll tell you one thing for damn three, Darby Allin certainly believes in himself, and now he's about to go for the coffin drop again. He got the coffin drop again on Moxley, and there is no asterisk on that one. He got all of it. And Darby Allin with the coffin drop, and what the hell is he doing now? Pat's going for another one. And Darby Allin again with another coffin drop to Moxley. Another coffin drop. Back-to-back coffin drops on Moxley, and Allin has done it. He pins Moxley. It will be a triple threat at the All Out pay-per-view. Oh my god. Darby Allin with the ultimate upset. He has just pinned Moxley, and it will now be Darby Allin, Jon Moxley, and Kenny Omega, AEW World Title on the line in a triple threat match at All Out. It's once again that never say die attitude of Darby Allin, but will it lead him to the AEW World Championship if he can beat that man right there who's standing at the top of the stage ominously, Kenny Omega? I cannot believe it, surely, that Darby Allin did get it done, but he did get it done, Kenny, and it'll now be Darby Allin, Moxley, and Omega for the triple threat world title matchup. My god, what a scene. Can Darby Allin get it done at the All Out pay-per-view, or will the age of Omega continue, or perhaps will Moxley be the one to win back the AEW World Title? It all goes down this Saturday at the All Out pay-per-view. Thank you for watching AEW Dynamite, ladies and gentlemen, and good night from Los Angeles, California. We'll see you at All Out.